Hello ladies and gents. First reactions / reviews are dropping online for Venom Let There Be Carnage. Now, this was shown at Cineworld Leicester Square, London, last night, I think it was, if I remember rightly. And they're framing it as fans first, but I do know Sony actually invited a bunch of critics as well, people who run websites or things like that, reviewers, because a friend of mine was invited, and they are a reviewer. But there's a few things to consider here. These are, I always say this, they are the first reviews. You get an idea of the movie, you know, it's a micro review. A lot of people seem to take umbrage with that, because apparently there's like a minimum requirement for reviews. Reviews just an opinion. Secondly, is that they will now likely give out screeners because they've showed this to fans. A lot of these are fans, FYI. Like, I am firmly saying that a lot of these are fans, but because they invited some critics, they will be giving out screeners soon, which means hopefully I should be able to access one, but with only a few weeks until it's released on October 1st, it doesn't really matter. But it's actually overwhelmingly positive, which take with a pinch of salt. For a few reasons, because they did invite fans, Andy Serkis and Tom Hardy were there, meeting people and things like that. So it does get the general buzz going. So there will be a sort of a bias there, naturally. But also take into account that if you enjoyed the first movie, you're probably really going to enjoy this one as well. Right? Because it seems very much in the same vein, but they've just upped the ante. And I think firmly, again, that's like a good proviso to go under. If you enjoyed the first one, you're going to enjoy this movie. So take this with a pinch of salt if you didn't like it, and go in with some skepticism. But it's all actually resoundingly positive. So let's dive into some of these reactions, right? Hashtag Venom, hashtag fans first. Absolutely buzzing from this film. It was so good, and it was honestly so amazing being able to see it a month early. Well, it's not really a month early, but calm down. Now, the screenshot software's taken a bunch of images out, so I just apologise for that. But that's good, like, just resoundingly good. It's a good movie. Pretty basic, bare bones, but still, nonetheless, a positive review. Now, this I thought was interesting, and this I think we can discuss a little bit more. And there's a few that mention this. A lot of the comments are about the film's pacing. The biggest strength of Venom Let There Be Carnage is its frantic pacing and exhilarating action. Now, that, in and unto itself, just that, I would have said, oof, that's interesting spin on something that's probably a negative. But then they followed up with this, and it makes me really intrigued. Matching the kinetic energy Tom Hardy has with himself. So they're basically saying, well, the characters match the pacing really well, so the pacing is not actually a struggle, it's not too quick. It matches the characterizations displayed in the film nicely, and that makes me excited. Woody Harrelson is relishing as Cletus / Carnage, and is perfect for the role. We could see that in the trailer. I mean, look, the moment you take that big dumbass wig off him, you could see it in the trailer. He is loving it. He's having such a good time. So that's not a surprise either. Like, none of this is me going, oh, that's a surprise, what a shocker. This is all what I expected. And then they say, oh my god, stay for the credits. Now, there are some rumours that Spider-Man turns up. Don't know, that's just a rumour at this point in time. But there are some rumours that Spider-Man turns up, and it's that sort of introduction of the Spider-Man universe, which is actually made up even more of the rumour mill, because dropping online today, Andy Serkis came out and said that it is, of course, Venom will one day meet Spider-Man. Direct quote. Of course, Venom will one day meet Spider-Man. So I think that's inevitable. And the credits probably being Spider-Man, yeah, I believe that, to be fair. Now, there's this one here, says, I was lucky enough to be among the first to finally get to see Venom Let There Be Carnage. I adored it. The first Venom is my favourite of the modern MCU films, and Venom makes all the smart next steps, telling a very human and very beautiful story for Eddie Brock. So again, if you like the first Venom, you'll probably like this. If you didn't, you probably won't, by the sounds of it. I think that's a fair assessment. Now, the commentary that they made here, being that it's a very beautiful story and very human. Now, we got that from Andy Serkis, the director, because he did say, hey, look, this is a love story. You know, I'm telling a love story between Eddie Brock and the symbiote, Venom. Now, it's not love in a romantic sense, but it's love in terms of I literally cannot live without you, but you grind my gears sort of thing. So it's interesting. It's interesting that that is coming through in the movie enough that people are going and commenting on it. Now we get this one here that says, just saw Venom Let There Be Carnage, you have to go see it. And I got to meet the totally lovely Andy Serkis and saw Tom Hardy. Thank you, Sony Pictures. And Cineworld, because that's where it was the Cineworld Leicester Square. It's where they do all of these, the big sort of high profile film screenings are always done there. I've been there a good few times for premieres and just normal screenings and stuff. It's actually a really, really good place to do it as well. They have the red carpet normally all sort of running along it. The whole square is sectioned off. It's really nicely coordinated and done normally. Don't know what it's like now because, you know, my COVID. So positive, but then they did get to meet them, so take it with a pinch of salt. And then another mixture, sort of another comment on the pace here. So it says, Venom Let There Be Carnage is a frenzied mix. So frenzied, you know, high octane pacing, that sort of thing. Mix of buddy movie, romance, Venom and Eddie, and horror, which again we saw from the trailer. It wastes no time in getting down to business, and that pacing, a lot of commentary on this pacing coming through, and not relent. Hardy is on fire, and Harrelson is Carnage. Do not miss the credit. So again, commentary on probably being Spider-Man. Great, resoundingly positive. I mean, what else do you say about that? Like, seriously, what else do you say? Like, it's very, very positive, isn't it? And then this one, complete and utter perfect chaos. Go see the movie on October 15th. I could have sworn it was October 1st, or maybe, just maybe, ladies and gents, I've got the date wrong. And now they've said that they're going to release it October 15th in the UK, but October 1st everywhere else. If that is the case, you suck, Sony. You absolutely suck balls. That really pissed me off. But anyway, complete and utter perfect chaos. Great, fine, whatever. And then we get this last but not least. Well, I can wholeheartedly say that Venom movie was absolute carnage. I loved it so much. Thank you, Cineworld, for having us. There you go. There was one more tweet from this individual, just sort of in discussing how they met Andy Serkis and Tom Hardy and all that kind of garbage that, you know, we don't really need to know about. It doesn't matter. So there you go. Massively positive stuff. Hugely positive stuff. This all sounds great, you know. But again, the caveat here is very clearly, you either enjoyed the first one and you're going to like this, or you didn't enjoy the first one. You're probably not going to like this. And I think that's fine. That's absolutely fair. And in fact, that pretty much goes along, you know, in the same vein of the Halloween movies coming out. A lot of people on that commentary were, hey, you know, if you like the reboot of Halloween, Halloween 2018, you'll probably like this movie. There, fill your boots for Halloween Kills. So there you go. I am excited for this movie. I think it'll be good. I will be there day and date one, checking this out and giving you my review the moment I can. But what do you guys think about this? Let me know down below in the comments. If I manage to get a screener, as always, I'll watch it and give you my review early. I've been doing that with a fair few number of movies lately, which has been good fun. So I hope you've enjoyed them. And if you want to stay tuned for some early reviews, then please do hit subscribe. But thank you all so much. Take care.